Good morning. I'm coming to you today from a very cool Fife in Scotland. We seem to be missing the heat wave that the rest of the UK has. It's been pouring with rain this morning and it's been quite cool, which is making me want to get all cosy in the house. I've had some fairy lights on, I've got a nice cup of tea, I've been doing a little bit of my stitching and it just makes me want to get all cozy today. I've got a few things to catch up with you on, a few things to show you and let you know what I've been up to. If you are just joining me, my name is Rachel and I'm the owner of Sewry Me, a small business, and I specialise in handmade craft storage solutions, and I also sell lots of craft supplies including fabric and lots of stationery as well. You can find the link to my shop in the description box below, or you can find me on Etsy where my shop name is Sewry Me UK, all one word. I have straightened my hair today just for a little change and I seem to have hair blown in my face. So yeah, that is me. Today is my son is finishing school for the summer. So it's a bit of a strange day. I always find it a really weird feeling when school's about to break off. Sorry, my cat's over there distracting me. You might hear scrabbling about, that's Tilly. Yeah, my son is almost 16, so summer holidays now are very much very different to how they used to be, let's just say. So I'm not quite sure how I feel about summer holidays these days. Let's catch up on what I've been up to. Where shall I start? Let's start with some sewing. Now I can't remember if I shared these last time, so forgive me if I've already shown them, but I've been going patch crazy and making up lots of bags with these patches, which I just love. I think they're so retro and I love layering stuff up. So I've been using some denim as well because I love the look of like denim jackets and things that are covered in patches. So I've got some bags here. I even had some keyrings that I bought years ago, so I've been using them on the bags too. And I just think they're so fun. I think maybe I have shown you these, so forgive me if I'm showing you again, but they've got a bit of bling on them as well with some sequins and they're just really, really fun. This one has some tartan lining. I did have a keyring that actually went with that one, so that one won't come with a keyring. And I've got one with the cherries. I did make a few more, but they've sold now. I've been stamping images as well to add to the bags, which I think is really fun. What was I going to say? I'm in the process of, I've got a couple of pencil cases as well that I'm doing in the same sort of style with the patches, but they're not finished yet. Yeah, I was going to say something else. I've forgotten what it is. I have made a few storage pouches this week as well. Aren't they so pretty? I love the pastels. This fabric is so nice. I'm sure it was called red, but it's not red. It's so faded. It's like a canvasy, it's not linen, but it's just, is it linen? I don't know. It's so nice and it just gives such a pale pink like overall look, and I love it, and I love how it goes with the lining. It's so me. I mean, I'm matching today with my floral top. It's just very calming, very yeah, very calming I find. And I've done pink gingham with that gorgeous Tilda Ditzy floral, and I've done the grey blue gingham as well with this gorgeous floral, which is just stunning. So I love all of these. So these items and the project bags are all in my shop just now. Yeah, I need to think about what I'm going to make next. I'm not sure whether to do a few more pouches or maybe some other project bags using, I'm in the mood for using like Ditzy florals, so maybe we'll look some of them out later. I have just finished tidying out my storage pouch, my own one. I did a little video of this on Patreon, just showing what was in it. There was a heck of a lot of cable knit needles in it, which I really didn't need to have in there. Every time I finish a project, I've obviously just put them back in here rather than putting them back where they go. So this was full of cable needles and it's now full of stuff that is actually useful. My scissors should be in there too, but I've been doing a little bit of stitching. I have got little scissor covers. I do sell these in the shop, the covers. So I've got my cover on and then that fits in one of the slots just nicely. So I've got all sorts of useful things in here. I've moved my mini keyrings in here because This is like my overall pouch. I do have little notions pouches and things that I'll put into project bags when I'm working on something, because it's always good to have like scissors and stitch markers and whatever in each project bag. But I'm always looking for these and I never know what project bag they're in. So I think if I keep them in here, then I'll know where to find them. And I've got a pen, because I'm always looking for a pen, and I've got some random crochet hooks in here, which I've just got in there because they are so pretty. They're such pretty colours, so I decided to leave them in there. I've got some binder clips here too, because they are always useful for everything. I've got a needle minder, which I'm already finding really useful because I've been doing a bit of embroidery, and this is usually open so I can get to my scissors, so whenever I want to put my needle down, I can either put it on the needle minder that's on my embroidery hoop, or I could stick it here. So that's really handy because we all know about losing needles, don't we? And inside the pocket here, I've got my needle gauge, which came in handy for tidying away all my cable needles into the right packets. I've got a little packet of needles, like sewing needles, and I've also got a needle threader here as well. I have got one of the little birdie needle threaders, but it's in a project bag somewhere. I think it's in the case that I might have shown before. I've got it here, so I'll show you it. I've also got a stitch holder here with a few stitch markers on it. So that is my very simplified storage pouch with everything that I need in it. And there's plenty of room in there. It feels very empty now. These are like little TARDISes. You can fit so much in them. This is my other pouch that I made for doing some EPP a few years ago. Just fancied making something new that would have lots of little pockets and stuff. I think maybe my needle threader might be in here, but I'm not too sure. Maybe I need to give this a bit of a clear out as well. Actually, I don't know where my needle threader is. That's the problem with so many different projects and project bags. All of your notions end up all over the place. Hopefully it's not just me. But I think the most important thing to always have to hand is scissors. I think I did mention this a little while ago, but I've been working on my winter sampler, which is by Pretty Fabric and Trims, and I'm just trying to find a picture to show you. This is it here, and it's just gorgeous. There's embroidery on it. There's also a little bit of English paper piecing and applique. So it's really nice actually, because I wouldn't tend to go and do those projects at the moment individually, but because they're on here, I've been enjoying doing them. I think I've shown the star quite recently. I was really pleased with that. My first attempt at something like that. I did the applique square as well, and then I've moved down here and I've been finished off the wreath, or started the wreath. I've done the candle, and I'm now working on the little teapot. I am learning new stitches. I am not an experienced embroiderer, but I've done it before and I'm definitely getting a bit neater at it. You do learn tips and tricks, and I'm very, very proud of my wreath. It's a very nice circle, very happy with that. And my satin stitch as well. I quite like doing satin stitch. I love the feel of satin stitch once you've done something like the stars. They're just so like, just make you want to touch them. But I'm really, really enjoying this, and it's another one of those projects that I'm thinking, what am I going to do when this finishes? I'm working on the teapot just now, which is, maybe show you how it's supposed to be done. See if it will focus on that. And it just says use long and short stitch, but I'm not really sure about that. I've never done that before, so mine feels a little bit, I don't know, it's starting off a bit messy. I'm not sure about that. There are definitely certain stitches that I'm more confident with than others. I'll let you have another little look at mine. I've started at that side, but I'm just not sure. I'm not sure whether I should be working in rows or like rows across the way or rows up down the way. I don't know. I do find some of the instructions in this a tiny little bit vague. I know they have some instructions on their website, but I found them a little bit vague as well. I had to look up a different YouTube channel to get some applique advice. But yeah, it's been really nice. I have mentioned quite often that my crafting mojo has kind of vanished lately, and I have been finding that I've been wanting to come and work on this, and I think that that's nice to kind of recognise when you want to do something. So I'm trying to go with the flow and allow myself to work on it if I want to, for a little bit, without being too strict on myself, because I can sometimes be a bit strict and thinking, well, no, it's daytime, you can't be sitting doing that in the daytime. You should be doing something useful or worthwhile or something like work related. But then there's the balance. If I want to do crafting that I haven't felt like doing in months, I need to allow myself to do it, because things like that are what keep your mental health in good check and doing your hobbies and stuff. So if I want to do stuff, then I think it's important to recognise that. That is pretty much all the crafting I've been doing lately, is just working on that every now and then, not massively, but just a little bit here and there. On saying that, the absence of my crafting mojo over the past, well, it's gradually dwindled away, but tell you what has increased: my love of books. And I have been sharing my books for quite a while on this channel, and I'm really enjoying getting back into books again. At the moment I'm reading The House at Riverton by Kate Morton. Now, this author had been recommended to me quite a few times by various people. I am nearing the end of the book. It's quite a big book, and honestly, I'm not enjoying this book at all. I only persevered with it because I gave up on the last book I was reading because I wasn't enjoying it. Actually, it's there. I started this one, People Like Her, and I was just really bored. I wasn't drawn into it at all, wasn't enjoying the story, didn't find it interesting, was just really bored. So I gave up on that, and I thought, I can't possibly give up on 2 books in a row, so I pushed with this. The book has also alluded to something happening. Something big is about to happen, but it still hasn't happened yet. And I feel like I kept reading thinking, right, it'll come to it, but it still hasn't come to something big. And to be honest, I don't think there is anything actually going to happen now. So I'm a little bit disappointed in this. I've spent a lot of time reading it, as you can tell by the size of the book. Luckily, we had a really nice weekend weather-wise, so I did sit out and read my book a lot, but I really pushed myself to read it just to get through it. I mean, if I was really hating it, I wouldn't read it, but it's just there's nothing happening. It's really boring. So I'll finish it. So I feel really silly telling you about a book that I'm really not enjoying, but I am reading it. I am looking forward to my next book. I already know what I'm reading next, and I'm going to go back to Ellie Griffiths, which is an author that I discovered last year, I think, or maybe the year before, and I've really been enjoying her Ruth Galloway series. So Ruth Galloway is a forensic archaeologist, and she helps the police out with cases. It's as much about her personal life as it is about the cases, but I really enjoy both of those aspects. Luckily, I have the next book in the series, and I just gave myself a little fright there because I went to get it, or what I thought was the next book, only to realise that that wasn't the next book. And then I thought, oh no, don't tell me I don't have the next book. But I do have the next book. I've been keeping this with a view to starting it around about now, or in the next few days, because next week I am going to do an archaeology dig again. I've taken part in this dig now. This will be my 4th year, I think, and it's on East Lowland Hill, which is in Fife near Falkland. It's quite an iconic hill. I can see it when I go volunteering at the palace. It stands in the vista no matter where you are in the local area. You can even see it from my hometown. It's just a hill it's always been there. For a lot of people, it's just like they grew up with that hill being there, and it's just, I don't know, there's something about it. And it was a hill fort at one time, so we've been doing archaeology digs on it in conjunction with University of Aberdeen. They come down with students and professors and lead the dig, and it's been fascinating and I love it. I love the thought that people lived there hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and we're getting tiny glimpses of how they lived, and it's one of those things where you go on a dig and you just never know what you might find. And it's that thrill that keeps you going, I think. So I thought it'd be nice to be reading my book about archaeologists while I'm doing some archaeology. No doubt I'll have no time to read next week, but I just like the idea of having this book on the go while I'm off being an archaeologist for a week. Well, we get the glamorous job of digging and scraping the earth, but if there's any finds to be found, then it's us that comes across them first, so it's brilliant. So that is what I'm doing next week for 3 days next week.
I got the curtains up. I guess it would be nice if you could interrupt. It's a day like this. It's a day I really would have missed. It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me? Or just sit beside me and never leave? It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me? Or just sit beside me and never leave? I think I've blown it, I kinda know it. I'd say it's obvious you're fed up somehow. Been hesitating, pulling away when all that you're trying to do is ease my mind. Ooh, serves me right for being way up in my head and never let you inside. Ooh, my life, I wanna try to make it better, but I don't know how. 'Cause now I'm thinking, oh my, what if you just let go of me? 'Cause I don't know if you want it or not. Thinking, oh my, what if you just let go of me? 'Cause I don't know if I'm what you want.
I've been here waiting. It feels like ages. All I can think about is where we went wrong. You can be
Now I'm thinking, oh my, what if you just let go of me? 'Cause I don't know if you want it or not. Thinking, oh my, what if you just let go of me? 'Cause I don't know if I'm what you want. So many things I'd like to say to you.
So that's a little catch up on what I've been up to and what I'll be doing next week. I've just been spending lots of nice time out in my garden. I gave my summer house and shed a nice fresh coat of paint at the weekend, which feels great to look out and see it's done. I'm really pleased with that. And I bought a few plants so that I can plant up some hanging baskets to go back on it and have it just looking really pretty. And I'd really like to start using it again. I used to use it a lot. When Joshua was little, I'd sit out there or he'd join me and we'd sit and do our drawing and colouring in together and stuff like that. So I would really like to have it back. And I always used to sit out and do some knitting or read a book as well. So I'd like to get back into that as well. I should really sit out on it on a day like today where it's like drizzly and rainy. That would be quite nice. Yeah, we've had a really wet day today, really heavy downpours this morning, and it drizzled all day yesterday. I am hoping that next week for the archaeology dig we don't have all this rain because it can call the dig off on that day. So fingers crossed we don't get rain next week. But I'll try and take some footage, and no doubt when I do another vlog, the next one, I can include some footage and show you where I've been and what a dig site looks like, and just, yeah, the view from up there as well is incredible. You can see right across the Forth all the way to Edinburgh and the Lothians, and it's just a really amazing place to be, so I'm looking forward to that. But I will catch you again soon, and thanks again for joining me, and I hope you have a good week. Bye for now.